Hello students, we are studying the topic solid state. We all know that solids are classified into two types. 1. Crystalline solid. 2. Amorphous solid. I also told you in the previous session that in this particular chapter we will be focusing on only crystalline solids. In the previous sessions we have also studied that crystalline solids are made up of certain particles, and among these particles there exists some interparticle force of attraction. Depending upon the nature of the particles and the nature of the interparticle forces that exist between them, crystalline solids are classified into four types, namely covalent solid, ionic solid, metallic solid, and molecular solid. We have also further studied whatever is the type of solid, the particles are arranged in three-dimensional space, and there is a regular pattern in the arrangement of these particles. So whenever I am given any solid, I expect that the particles should be arranged in a particular fashion. But when we see the solid practically, it is observed that there is some irregularity in the arrangement of the particles. This irregularity in the arrangement is called as defect in the solid or imperfection in the solid. So in today's session, we will be studying about the defects in the crystal lattice, that is crystal defects or crystal imperfection. We know that the real naturally occurring crystalline substances do not have perfectly ordered structures. It is found that there is some disorder or there is some irregularity in the stacking of the layers or particles. Such irregularity in the arrangement of the constituent particles of a solid crystal are called defects or imperfection. Now the next question comes to the mind, that why there is a defect in a crystalline solid or why there is imperfection. We know that we get a crystalline solid by the process of crystallization, and during the process of crystallization it is observed that the defects are created. If the process of crystallization is carried out too fast or too slow, then imperfections are found to exist. So, if I want to minimize the defects, then I have to carry out crystallization at a normal rate or at a slower rate. Ideally, crystals do not have defect. The crystals which do not have defects are called as ideal crystals. But such ideal crystals are possible only at absolute zero temperature. But practically it is not possible to maintain absolute zero temperature permanently. So there is no crystalline material with 100% purity. That means every crystalline solid that exists under STP condition contains some or the other defect. Even if we have seen about the defect, it is very essential to note certain things. Irrespective of whatever type of defect is there in the crystal, it is observed that the neutrality of the solid do not change. It is maintained. Sometimes the defects are created by us, means it is intentionally brought about. Why? In order to manipulate the desired properties of the solid, we bring about the defects in a solid, which will be advantageous to us. Now let us see what are the different types of defects? There are two types of defects. One is called as point defect. Point defect is associated with a particular particle. And the second type of defect is line defect. This defect is associated with an entire row, maybe horizontal or maybe vertical, of particles. Here we are going to study about point defects. So what are point defects? Point defects are the irregularities produced when we arrange the bases to the lattice point. Point defects are found to be three types. Number one, impurity defect. Number two, stoichiometric defect. And number three, non-stoichiometric defect. I repeat again, point defects are of three types. 1. Impurity defects. 2. Stoichiometric defects. 3. Non-stoichiometric defects. In this and the next two sessions, we will be in detail studying these three defects. And now, in this session, we will be studying about impurity defect in detail. Now, what is an impurity? Impurity is an unwanted particle. The expected particle is called as host particle. So if there is an unwanted particle or impurity particle in small amount, of course, along with the host particles, then we say that there is an impurity defect in the solid. So impurity defect arises when some foreign atoms, that is atoms different from the host atoms, are present in the crystal structure. Impurity defects are further classified into two types. 1. Substitutional impurity defect, and 2. Interstitial impurity defect. I repeat again, impurity defects are of two types. 1. Substitutional impurity defect, and 2. Interstitial impurity defect. Let us switch over to substitutional impurity defect. In this defect, it is observed that the foreign atoms, they take the place of the host atoms. Means these foreign atoms are found at the lattice sites. The regular atoms, they get displaced from their lattice sites. By whom? By the impurity atoms. Because impurity atoms take their place. Example, alloys. They are the best example of this substitutional impurity defect. We all know that alloy is a solid solution of metals. Let us take the best example which you are very familiar with, that is brass. It is an alloy of zinc and copper. If you see carefully, copper is the host atom. Few copper atoms are replaced by zinc atoms. When this replacement, when this substitution takes place, we get an alloy called brass. So in brass, host copper atoms are replaced by impurity zinc atoms. Zinc atoms occupy the regular sites of copper atoms. So this is an example of brass. Now, in few cases, we observe that we get a vacancy through alloy-valent impurity, and this also generates what we say is substitutional impurity defect. First, let us see what do we mean by alloy-valent impurity. Alloy-valent ions are those ions whose oxidation state is different from that of the host ions. For example, if strontium plus 2 is the host ion, then the alloy-valent ion will be strontium plus 4. Means the host atom and the alloy-valent ion belong to the same element. Only thing is that they differ in their oxidation state. Now vacancies can be created if you add an impurity of alloy-valent ion to the ionic solid. What do I mean by this? Let us take an example. Suppose I have NaCl, and when I am carrying out the crystallization of NaCl, suppose I add a small amount of SrCl2. In NaCl, sodium is plus 1 state. In SrCl2, Sr is in plus 2 state. These added Sr plus 2 ion, what will they do? They will replace the Na plus ion. They will take place of Na plus ion. As a result, what happens is the electrical neutrality of the solid gets disturbed. But in the initial slide, we have seen that even if there is a defect, there is no change in the electrical neutrality of the solid. So, what does Sr plus 2 ion do? In order to maintain the electrical neutrality, it removes two Na plus ions. So, two lattice points are now vacant, out of which one will be occupied by Sr plus 2 ion and the other will remain vacant as it is. As a result, a vacancy is created due to addition of allovalent impurity. See the figure, it will be more clear. Can you see in the first row, we have 2 Na plus and 2 Cl minus. In the second row, in place of 1 Na plus, we have Sr plus 2. And in the third layer, there is a vacancy of Na plus ion, because of which the neutrality is maintained. Now, the next type of impurity defect is interstitial impurity defect. We know that after the arrangement of particles, some empty space is observed in case of crystalline solid. This empty space is called as interstitial space. If the foreign atoms are present in the interstitial space, then that defect is called as interstitial impurity defect. So, in this defect, the impurity atoms occupy the interstitial spaces of the lattice structure. Let us take an example. Let us take the example of steel. Steel is basically made up of iron atoms. So the host atoms are Fe atoms and the impurities are smaller carbon atoms which are present in the interstitial spaces. See, iron atoms gets arranged, then we add carbon, smaller carbon atoms will occupy the interstitial space.
Thank you. Please like, comment and subscribe for the further videos.